Those are some pretty incredible sounds. Let's give these dolphins a round of applause. We've been learning more about the sounds dolphins produce again through that research and learning that maybe dolphins communicate in other ways, like this. That is an acrobatic behavior known as a breach, and yes, it's noisy, but so are tail slaps like this. These different kinds of behaviors may act as signals to the other dolphins surrounding them. The only problem, of course, with relying on all these different sounds to communicate and navigate is that dolphins are not the only thing that make noise. I mean, there's other species, killer whales, stellar sea lions, all of these sorts of things, but also man-made objects can be pretty noisy as well. Those man-made objects, they tend to be big, have big propellers on their back end. These objects are, anyone? Boats, absolutely. And yet, despite how loud those boats can be, we'll see dolphins leaping like this off the front of those large vessels in a behavior known as bow riding. So sometimes they seek out those boats, and the sound doesn't seem to bother them. So exactly when and how those loud sounds interfere in the lives of these dolphins is, well, something that we'd really like to learn a little bit more about. So by now you might be getting the idea that yes, we are learning more about these dolphins, but yeah, we still have a whole lot more questions. But one question that we're dedicated to answering is how can we help? As we've seen, man-made objects like nets and boats can pose a very serious threat to these dolphins. But it's the knowing that's half the battle. Knowing that that's a problem means we can try and do something about it, particularly in terms of the seafood we choose to eat. Now, is there anyone here that likes to eat seafood? You can admit it, the animals here at the aquarium can't understand you. Yeah, that seafood is pretty delicious, pretty nutritious. We like to eat it too, but we want to do so in a sustainable way that protects dolphins, which is why in 2005 we started a program called OceanWise. You might see these green signs located in different spots around the habitat. This symbol on the sign, it looks a bit like a fish on a dinner plate. Whenever you see that symbol next to any menu items at a restaurant or market, that tells you that one, the seafood was fished in a way that reduces the accidental entanglement of dolphins like Helen and Hannah and any possible scarring, but two, it also makes sure that we're not fishing out too many of those fish. We're always leaving enough behind for these energetic dolphins to be enjoying off of our coast for years to come. So if you'd like to learn more about this nationwide program, you can visit oceanwise.ca or even look for the app in the App Store. It is free. But though, yes, there's still a lot about these dolphins that is shrouded in mystery. It is the help with the beautiful and splashy Helen and Hannah that we've been able to learn so much more. But we also couldn't have done it without all of you. It's just by coming through our doors today, because we're a non-profit, your admission, if you purchase anything at our cafe or gift shop, that goes right back to supporting research projects like the ICAP research and conservation programs like OceanWise. So as a thank you, here is one last beautiful look and a wave goodbye. Thanks everyone, have a fantastic rest of your day here at the Vancouver Aquarium. So once again, thanks for joining us. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to come on down and ask me. Again, I'm Keely. I'll be making my way next to the screen tent in just a moment. But if you're curious about other shows and programs, I invite you to check our show board located through the silver doors on the left. That'll give you an idea of other programs coming up. For example, if you'd like to see the dolphins a little bit closer up, maybe see them from underwater or up above later on, there's another dolphin show at 3:30, and then at 4 o'clock in the Arctic Canada habitat just behind me will be the final beluga show of the day. But again, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a fantastic rest of your afternoon here at Vancouver Aquarium.